Hello YouTube and welcome to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States. I was looking behind me because I just realized that I have a dog back there. I didn't want to roll him over with my chair. So I am currently working on my videos for May, and I think May we're going to do what I'm going to call a mix it up May. We're going to bring in some retiring products, using those up because it's going to take me a while to accumulate some brand new product from the new annual catalog. So let's bring in some old in May, mix it up a little bit. So what do we have? We have the Kindness Coaster Kit, as I call it. We're going to bring in the Cottage Wreath Bundle and the Daydream DSP. So let me show you. I may need to stand up so you get a better, because this flyer just doesn't seem to, hopefully you guys can see that. These are coasters. I'm going to show you what's in the kit. You know me and kits, guys. You know I'm not going to do what this is. I'm going to show you how I'm going to change it up. My whole thing in May might be just of me using this coaster kit in different ways. I'm not sure yet. I don't want to do that, but I'll be posting several videos for you of how I'm changing up this coaster kit. So that's the instruction sheet. I am going to keep that because I will store it with the stamp set. Let me give you a look at the stamps. So this is, it says, no act of kindness is ever wasted. Kindness wins. You are so amazing. And then again, no act of kindness is ever wasted. This one says, inspired by your kindness. This one I really want to use. It says, you shine like the stars. Have a great day. I so want to use that one. Your smile makes the world a brighter place. This says pass it on. This is a little hello, and it is a teeny tiny little hello. This one says thanks and you made my day. And this one over here says kind people are my kind of people. Those are the stamp set for this kit. So let's take a look. You get these stickers, which honestly, I tried using one of these. I didn't like it. Do I even still have it? I don't know why. It looks like this is a really great border all the way around, but it's not. It's not even. If I take this off, it's thicker here and there's nothing right there. So these to me are pretty well a waste. This stickers could probably use this one and this one. These little ones, I don't see me using those. It came with the basic gray spot. Love basic gray, but I'm not using it. It came with this adorable little tin. God, I love this tin. But my problem with the tin, let me get out the little stuff that was in it. Okay, my problem with the tin, personally, is that the cards, it's not a nice square that these card bases for these little coasters, and they are coasters. Okay, they are coasters. Don't fit in there nice and snug. So I am going to design a card and using my envelope punch board, hopefully come up with the envelope that is really going to fit inside this little tin. I think, great idea. I just think that they missed the mark a bit, in my opinion, on this. Should have been really nice and square to really fit these in. Maybe it's because they gave you room to pick them up. But I'm going to do something with the tin, just not what you expect. For our project, we are going to use one of the envelopes. I'm going to put that one back. And we are going to use this coaster. And I hate to say it, but even the printing on these is not up to Stampin' Up's normal. You got a thicker border around here of one color. And on here, it's just not a well executed. There are issues with this. I'm just saying. So be aware. Like this one, you can see all that gorgeous is really even around it. This one is. This one is, that one's real even. You get like 2 of each one. That one's really good. This one's good. This one's good. Maybe I just got a bad one. Because you can see. Okay, so I could just have a bad one. But this is, there's 2 of each design. And the other design, I already have a card sample done. We're going to use this one design and that. So those go in there. You get a nice little stamp block. Little bag. I'm going to keep this one in its little bag for right now. Let's see, because I'm not using that. Okay, that's pretty much it. I'm going to keep those in there for right now. And I love the tin, but I'm definitely going to make something a little bit different with this kit. You can see me, I was playing with, there's that tiny, tiny hello. This was me playing. And let's get over what you're going to need for the kit. So from the kit, we are using the coaster and the envelope. I'm going to set those to the side. We have a Bermuda Bay card base, which is 4 1/4 by 11. You're going to score it at 2 3/4 and 8 1/4. And I'm going to do that with you on camera. Then we have DSP. Where is all my DSP at? So my first pieces of DSP cut to at 2 1/2 by 4, and I'm hoping by doing it in black you can see it better. This is that Design a Daydream DSP. That's all done for us. Cardstock layer number 1, because the other is the card base, is 3 by 3 Bermuda Bay, and the DSP then is 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. And I'm trying not to show you something because I'm going to show you my mess up when we get into it. For the inside, you want a piece of basic white. That's 4 by 5 1/4. And I have 2 strips that are 1/2 inch, at least by 4. I'm going to keep mine a little longer because I will cut them off once they are glued on. So I'm going to stick those right there. Hopefully. Let's see. The Cottage Wreath dies. So you are going to need one of these in Pool Party and one of these in Crumb Cake. It really doesn't matter which one goes where. You just need one of each for this project. And I'm using this little leaf stamp and die that goes with it. So those are together, and I already have mine done. You will also need, let me get this. So you're going to need a scratch piece of basic white to stamp our sentiment on. I cut 4 of the leaf. I stamped them in Mango Melody, and I die cut those 4 leaves. I have the Label Me, what is this? Label Me Fancy in Bermuda Bay. I have 1 circle that is 1 3/4 inch in Bermuda Bay, Pool Party, Cottage Wreath, Crumb Cake Cottage Wreath. And the inks are Basic White, Bermuda Bay, Mango Melody, Mint Macaron, and Balmy Blue. Did I miss anything? I don't think so. So let me show you the project. Now this is my sample envelope. This envelope doesn't go anywhere. It's just to make sure when I do a card that it fits in there. This is the card I designed. It is a gatefold. It's just not the normal gatefold, and it has this nice big square chunky piece on it. You can see our cottage wreath back here acting like a medallion, kind of mimicking our large coaster. Our 2 leaves, we have a little bit of rhinestones going on there. You open it up, and here is the envelope. You want to see what I did with that coaster? Let me get it out here. I made it a magnet. I put that there, but this is the magnet itself. So I'm not sure if you can see, but it clips on there. And I just stuck this on the little back as a little inspiration. So this is our project we are creating, and I purposely put it in this envelope so you could see that it fits. We're going to stamp on our envelope. So let's get started, shall we? So like I said, we are going to score this our I need to open that up all the way. Let me scooch this down here. You can do this 2 ways. You can score it 2 3/4, which you're going to. You can score it 2 3/4. Oops, let me get rid of that darker blade because that's the cutting blade. That would have been a boo-boo. So score. Then you can go all the way over to 8 1/4, which I will do. Or you could just flip it out, turn it around, and score it 2 3/4. Again, that's totally up to you, whichever way you feel comfortable scoring. And now we're going to bring in the bone folder. Give it some nice creases there. And that is our card base. And what's great about this card base is it will sit up like that. I have some other ideas to do with this just because my mind starts reeling in him. But this is a basic type of gatefold. It is a gatefold. So let me see. This got a little, needs to come back a little bit. Just scored it maybe. Wanted it a little straighter. Okay, now we have our nice fold. So let's start with the inside piece. Here we go. And I'm not going to do much stamping on this. None, in fact, at all. I'm just going to glue these 2 strips down. So this nice little glass mat I have has, you know, measurements on it. So I'm just staying within that 1/2 inch mark, scribbling some glue. And I'm going to put my strip of DSP there on that side. Then I'm going to do it again, just staying within that 1/2 inch measurement roughly. And I'm going to glue this piece of DSP down. All right, so I need some paper snips as they all come out. These cut so beautifully. It's just the bulk of the handle is not up to my liking, but boy, do they cut nice. Okay, so these I'm going to keep and put them back in the DSP. So this is the inside. I'm going to add some glue. We're going to get this on the inside of our card. Scribble, scribble, scribble. And if I don't seem like my normal self, I've had some, not medical issues, but let's put it this way. We have decided to pull my grandson out of public school. Just not conducive to a child with ADHD, and their idea of helping him is to severely punish him. So anyways, there's that piece. I don't really want to go into it as I have been really upset the last several days. That is, this one had a gap. I think I folded it going the wrong direction. Much better. So we got this done, and now I want to put our envelope, but you don't want to put it like a normal envelope facing. You want the flap facing you because that's where it's going to tuck in at. Now, before we go and do that, we are going to stamp in Bermuda Bay a couple of things. I think the sentiment, some people just make life better, goes really well. Yikes, it's not sticking. Goes really well with the kindness. So I'm going to stamp right on the flap. Some people just make life better. And that is from the Cottage Wreath ones. And then this is from the kit. It says kind people are my kind of people. We are going to add that straight to the bottom of the envelope. Really cute. Just a little, you know, hint of a hello there. So let's glue our envelope in place, as I want it to sit and adhere really well, because the coaster magnet is a bit bulky and I don't want to, you know, pull it up. I want to give this some time to really adhere to the paper, because I don't want it coming off at all. So there you go. So that's the inside of our card. Now, as we're working on it, we have our other two pieces. Oh, it's going to take me May and June probably to get all the supplies I want from the new catalog. Okay, so these pieces of DSP that I cut to 2.5 by 4. 2.5 by 4, yes, making sure I got it right. You could use either side, is really pretty, but we want those leaves on there because it's the side that I'm drawn to the most, and I just think it makes a beautiful design. And the Bermuda Bay with it is really pretty. And yes, I know Bermuda Bay is going away. Maybe one day it will find its way back. Some colors do, but never fear. There are bright new beautiful colors available. I am looking forward to getting some of those, getting my hands on them myself. Okay, so you guys ready to see what I did? Took me several days to trying to decide what I was going to do. First of all, I designed a 3-fold card. I don't have one because I cut it up, to put in the envelope. And I was trying to tuck the coaster magnet in that envelope, and it was just too bulky to fit with the card in the envelope with the magnets on it. So I cut it up, and I am going to I used one on my sample. Okay, this is the card. You can see, look at it. I'll probably do one like this, but I had to cut it up. I was like, I will just cut it up and use it because it didn't work out the way I wanted. So then I was playing around on what I kind of wanted to do on the card. And even though that does work, I like my second design better. So I'm still using it though. So I'm going to add some glue right to this boo-boo that I created. And I'm going to add these falling leaves from Design a Daydream. Trying to get it right on top of it. Let's see. There we go. So now you can see where we're going. So this is 3 inches, right? So we only want to, I put it on the grid. You want to make sure that you don't put any in that center line. So here's 1 inch and 1/2 inch. I'm going to 1 1/4 and drawing me a line with the glue, and over here, and now I'm just going to fill in, because all it's going to have is glue on the one end. So I'm just going in and putting glue in there like so, because here's my center line. I know this is coming at the 1/2 inch mark. So there we have it. Now it's on there. Give it a second to sit in there, and it opens up. No glue anywhere else, but really great focal point on the card, bringing all those elements together. So for this is going to go on our coaster. Let me show you our coaster magnet. So all I did is I took this die. An ambulance is just going by my house. That does not happen very often. I mean, sometimes an ambulance will come by, but it's because the gentleman across the street is a paramedic. So there is my cottage wreath in the center of my coaster magnet. So next we're going to add our, let's see what I'm doing. I'm adding the crumb cake wreath. I did one of each die. I need to clean this off for a minute. Let's see if that works. I have to slide it off with these nails, so I'm just getting glue in that center part of the die. And sticking it on the center of our 2 3/4 by 2 3/4 inch square. Next, throw some paper on the ground. No, we're going to put that 1 3/4 inch circle punch in Bermuda Bay. I've got a goober in my glue bottle. It happens. It happens in the large one. It happens in the little one. Didn't help that I left it sitting without its lid for a while. Okay. Yikes. This we went right in the center. Now we're going to stamp in Bermuda Bay on a scrap piece of basic white. Where did that go to? Right here. We're going to stamp the large circular sentiment, kindness wins, you are so amazing in Bermuda Bay. And I don't need to test it out because I already have done this. I'm just bringing in the Stampin' Pierce mat because I really want a nice stamping, and this is a polymer stamp set, meaning you can see through it. It's clear. Beautiful. If you really don't think that it matters, trust me, it does. Sometimes I can get away without it, but when it counts, it really does matter. So I'm just lining up my circle punch and giving it a nice punch. And this, this is, well, it doesn't matter. This one goes on the coaster, not on the card. I'm like, something is wrong here. Where are my dimensionals? And we're going to need dimensionals for that. At least I want to. It might fit in the envelope better if it's not. No, I want it popped up anyways. So 3 dimensionals will do for this size of circle, at least in my opinion. Okay, doesn't mean that you can't put as many dimensionals as you want or as little as you want. But there is our coaster. I'm going to show you how we're going to add the magnets in a minute. But let's finish with this because we got to make another punch. So we are using this one that says inspired by your kindness, and we're going to do it again on the same scrap paper I have. This is going to go right here. And this time we're using the 1 3/8 punch. And it will nestle nicely within the 1 3/4 inch circle punch. But we're going to do some more stamping. Yes, yes, yes. Scratch paper, please. Where are you? There we go. I can use that, but that is not what I wanted to use. Okay. Here's some scratch paper. I'm going to add just a little bit of detail on my white circle. I'm going to start with Mango Melody. I'm going to stamp off twice, and I'm going to stamp there. And I got to clean it off every time I do this. But I'm just bringing in, and I know this color is supposed to be Daffodil Delight, but I like the Mango Melody. It just, to me, looks a little better. Next, we're going to go with Mint Macaron. And I know some of you are very sad to see these colors go. So I'm stamping off twice. And then I'm going to come in like so with this one. Just a little, all we're adding is a little light background to these to the circle. Just adding these leaves in to tie it into the DSP. I think they do a pretty dang good job of, you know, they're not identical or anything, but they do the job nicely. So Balmy Blue. We're going to stamp off twice with Balmy Blue, as I don't want these leaves overwhelming our sentiment. I just am adding a little bit more of the color from the designer series paper is all I'm doing. So that's Bermuda Bay. Do I need Bermuda Bay still? Maybe. Who knows? But we'll figure it out. All right. So Mint Macaron's done. This now is going to go on dimensionals. And for this one, we're just going to do 2. It's a smaller circle. Okay. So inspired by your kindness. There we have it. And you've already seen me stamp Mango Melody. I did that 4 times. And I took the coordinating dies and I cut these leaves. And I'm going to need those dimensionals again. I am going to pop 2 of these leaves with dimensionals. See here, I didn't like it in the Mint Macaron, so I covered it up. Flop that paper over and I used the other side. Those 2 are going to go on the inside. I am putting 1 up here in this corner. And I'm putting 1 in this corner. I just kind of, it went with the falling of these leaves. I really like that. So now we have these 2. And I thought what would be neat is just to put them, and I want them up and down. So this one is that way. I want this one to be here. I didn't do this on my sample because I'm like, yes, there's a goober in my glue bottle. Okay, let's try again. Sorry, I'm squeezing it pretty hard trying to get the goober out. All right. Let's see. This one's here. I kind of wanted it to be, we'll go up. No, this one will be up. This one's up. This one's up over here. Right there. And this one is going to be down here. By the way, this video is airing on my actual birthday. I've already got that much scheduled, even though I didn't make it on my birthday. It's okay. So really, this is going to go really quickly. Now on this one, I originally did it in white, but you know what? Let's go ahead and just do it in Bermuda Bay. I don't want to clean the ink. So we're going to put that like so. Oh, it looks just as good. And I'm going to, no, we're not going to close it up yet. This is going to go, the reason why we didn't do the magnets is this is going to get glued down now. And I don't have to wait for it to dry with like I would in the white. I'm going to have to take the nose off of my glue bottle and go give it a soak because I don't know what's in there. All right, that is not working for me. I'm sorry, I cannot deal with that no more. Let's try this one. Large bottle of Tombow it is. Little one has got issues today. Much easier. I don't know why it took me so long. So I want to make sure that this is straight up and down. This is straight up and down in the back. Now, did I use a glue bottle to put my magnets on? Nope. And these are just little magnets I got at the dollar store. I used glue dots. So I'm going to take my lovely pokey tool and I'm going to stick a glue dot, 2 glue dots on each magnet, and I'm sticking 2 magnets on this. That's what I did on the last one. And believe it or not, it's held it really, really well. And if you're wondering, what am I going to do with these? I am doing a class for a church. And this is going to be one of the door prizes. Also going to put a little goodie bag together. And this little magnet and the card, the whole little thing, is going to go in that little bag. So that's what I'm doing with this, by the way, if you want to know what I'm doing with it. So there is our magnet. It's all done. Now, of course, we need some bling. We need some good, pretty stuff on here. And what to use, Oh. I can already tell those are them. The other ones, I just used cheap rhinestones as it was my sample. But we're going to knock it out of the park with these. And, So I want one here, and one there. I'm going to take a large blue one and pop it right there. I'm going to put a small one, maybe, if it'll come to me. So this one is going to go down here. And then I'm going to put another large one, I think, right up here. So 1, 2, and 3, and that's all I'm going to put on this. But I told you we're going to do, well, let me show you. This slides in to this little envelope here. Did I glue it down or something? Here. I had a hard time. I did have a bit of a hard time getting it in there because the flap of this is turned there, but I can get it in there. It does go, and that was the other issue. So there we have it. It's going to go in there, but it's getting caught on those flaps again. I feel like I would have been better off making my own envelope. Use bone folder. It'll help get it in there. Now it's in there, nicely tucked away. Now you could use one of those little stickers I said that I didn't think I was going to use. Shall we use one? I don't, they're so tiny. I mean, I don't know what they were thinking with this. So this one is Bermuda Bay. So we could use that to seal our envelope. So I guess we will use that. And let's find our envelope. And we need our stamp and pierce mat because we're going to do some of these beautiful leaves on this envelope. We are going to have a bit of fun. So we are going to start with the Mango Melody, as that color just, to me makes everything pop. So we're going to go full strength here with this one. And we're going to go on the left-hand side. So I want this one full strength like so. And then I'm going to do one full strength over here. And we're not done. Not yet, okay? I want to get those other colors on here, just not as strong. But I do want to add them. So this is the mint macaron. And we are going to add this leaf a little wonky like so, but we stamped off first. And this is one of those distinctive image stamps, which just has beautiful, beautiful detail. Bermuda Bay, I want Balmy Blue is next. Yikes. So, let me see. Did I ink it off? Yes. Right over here, we're going to do Balmy Blue, stamp off, and right there. And so now our envelope has those gorgeous leaves from our beautiful card, which is a gift in itself. And we are going to open our envelope and sit it in there nice and snug. This will come over and close. So that's my envelope. Let me move all this and we can take a look. It does sit up and open like that. You don't have to, of course, to do this fold and even this design, add the magnet. It's just that I am using the kit. You see? Trying to do something different with it. So there is our kit, our magnet, and the inside of the card with our gorgeous, beautiful envelope with all that wonderful leaf detail. So I hope you like this idea for using the kit outside of its normal parameters, outside of that box. And more than anything, I really hope you come back and visit me in my wonderland. Bye-bye now.